hilarious.
This game we're gonna have that offlane Broodmother, mid lane Sniper, so a little bit more standard I suppose, and that one position Centaur Wall Runner. Like the
They're swapping
style.
lanes already.
Yeah. Actually fine Shadow Demon on the side. Not a whole lot they can do, only with the nets on Broodmother follow-up stun there, so they're right-clicking quite a bit, but they do not actually have sentries at the ready by the looks of it. And meanwhile, Invoker dies mid. Alright. Alright.
This is the glory of having these two as laners. Like, your supports can be elsewhere, and Invokers are very punishable mid-heroes, so...
Especially for someone like an Ogre, right? I know some people...
This ends so badly. Like, they're gonna Shrine. The smoke is just...
It is, yo, lift up one. Sunstrike onto Iceberg, actually bring him a little bit lower, but he's still got a Shrine range. Now has another Shrapnel to work away at Roger. He will have another stun, but not before he dies, so... It did work out badly for Team Effect.
It's a nice idea, but in practicality it's a lot harder to pull off. And...
again...
Like,
He's gotta be careful though. Awesome is the first 1 or 2 minutes. Just walking at you in the middle lane. Not giving a shit.
Yes, hello, I'm one of those people.
Yep. Didn't want to call you out.
I mean, I think any person who deals with this is able to rant about it, so 99% of the community is at a decent rating.
Disruption Sunstrike follow up with the Impale. And they do catch you all. Slightly out of position there.
Of the support life to make this hero work. And I think effects coming out of the lane's a lot better than you'd expect. Sure, the first few things went against them, but Brood does not want to be in the safe lane at all. Like, it's so much more efficient to be able to clear this camp, this camp, this camp, and then cut this wave. Whereas now, it's
look at Shachel actually, he will actually kill you all if he gets another spin. There it is, he will die to the tower.
Yeah, that's so not worth. I mean, he wasn't exactly in a good position, so you might as well go for the kill, but Spirit will take that trade. And if you TP to a shrine, it's a very common ward spot, so...
Yeah. I don't know, at the same time, a part of the deal is also to put on pressure on not just on the safe lane, but also the safe lane. I guess Team Squid is still doing that with the old BZ by just killing him, so this game's maybe not that big of a deal, but it's one of the big parts of what makes Broodmother so good, just the ability to go to that lane and absolutely dominate it in the right matchups, and consequently keep the other safe lane away from farm.
Yeah, which is definitely not something that you can do to an axe.
Should be a dead Yule, yeah.
He's getting caught out quite a bit, actually.
Together with BZZ, so the offlaner, maybe not the most common heroes to smoke up, but the idea is still the same. FNG coming in from the other side, looking for Alpha Ninja, and he's caught unawares. 4 heroes all of a sudden appearing in his middle lane. Yeah, it's nothing can be done about that because of the Spiderlings. So it's actually a similar net worth to the Terrorblade, which is still pretty damn good. But oh, what's happening up here? Yeah, it's Assassin. Will is still not dying after it's by Carapace, so all is good.
That's a really nice lift. Timed it perfectly.
Yep. Let's make sure that the Assassinate cannot be dodged by the Carapace, right?
Affirmative.
Yep.
And I think the biggest problem Effect's going to run into is, like, Axe in this matchup generally always goes Vanguard, but then you need to find a way to get to your blink. And getting kills like this is definitely going to help. Fortunately, I believe, I know the Impale Satan, but they need the Axe and the Nyx to make a lot of things happen this game to make up for this Invoker who's just getting trashed.
Yeah.
And it's not his fault at all. Like, Sniper is not a good matchup here in the first place, and then there's an Ogre. Like, what the hell? It's not fair.
Yeah, what the hell is the is the right word, Zeke? I guess he had to walk this way. Yeah, this. Just trying to force out the call before
maybe it's DD actually.
Yeah, it is. That's the call. So maybe now they can. Right click him
wow.
down, assassinate, yeah,
GG.
they brought enough damage through, and despite Carapace and the stun from Roger, it's not coming enough. Sunstrike will connect, not enough damage to kill Iceberg. So,
And the other 3 cores on Spirit are all,
gonna
you know,
go,
they're just ticking along nicely.
gonna
They're
go on
quite
him
happy
again.
with how the game's going. And if they get this kill,
Yeah.
it's just depressing at this point for him. Because his team's nowhere near to help him. Like, the Nyx is, I think he got, no, maybe he didn't because the ward expired, okay. But they knew where he was moving from, so they knew they could make that play.
Yep.
And now because he's dead, the Nyx doesn't actually have kill potential on the Ruben with the Sunstrike.
Maybe they have kill potential on the Iceberg. Just caught out, apart from the rest of his team, being right-click away a little bit, but not too much follow-up actually in terms of control or real damage. Still chasing him down thanks to the slow from Shardlow. Enables Roger to get close enough for a stun.
To this lane without help is in a lot of trouble.
Alpha Ninja was angling there, but he was never gonna get anything done. Dust from our Zeke, just to see if they can find anything out. Meanwhile, alright, Roger ins the dive. Just tear through the Ogre. Rest of Spirit can stick around here. And I guess the Invis Nyx. And this is also pretty good because it's it gives you a straight path to the mid lane too. So it's too. Oh god, that was a loud noise here. With the spike Carapace and so many units, but ultimately doesn't end up mattering. They do catch him out on our Zeke. Well, a little bit too far forward. That Stampede will be enough.
For Shadow Teeth, man.
Sunstrike will not be hitting. You're sitting in the middle of that, but now it's Invoker just caught outside the base. Shardlow gets a call off in 2, but Spiders is still doing their magic. Gets a dunk off on one of the supports. But now just the actual heroes. Close range assassinate. Why not? Action. Top lane now being...
It's gonna be good for effect though. Like, they're fighting away from the Brood.
I even find Yol, Blink Call, Roger to follow up some extra bit of damage, nice little double stun here, also catching Center on the back, and it's an easy dunk, and probably send Team Spirit away. But...
Pretty high.
Oh, Shardlow, quick fingers there, blinks away as BZ tries to get the Blink Stomp off. They got what they came for here, they should be able to finish off the tower, or Zeke, you better think twice about that too. Glyph Force out, okay. That was my mouse not quick enough. They do catch Iceberg. Phobos will be trading the other mid laner in return. And now Roger TPing out on the back to spike Carapace. Level 4, so it lasts long enough. You can't put the damage through. And Shardlow. Another nice little call. Fight's not over yet here. Another Orchid and Shadow Demon once again caught in the wrong place. This Assassin Broodmother, and they will be able to find a Terrorblade here. No Sunder. As he gets controlled up. Oh man.
Yeah, and this is kind of what I was fearing for effect. Like, Team Spirit.
At least Roger's making stuff happen.
He's trying.
He blocked the smoke and then also wasted a dust essentially, and is still gonna find initiation on the F&G, but that might have been a mistake. Defensive disruption, but yeah. It's Roger down, Zeke will also fall, no one else making their way here to try and help out. Now a bit of a smoke, just waiting for someone to show their face, maybe it's Shardlow's Blink is being cancelled constantly by the single Spiderling Blink stun there from BZ as Doi channels it up, the disruption on the main hero, nice little stun there from the Nyx. This is gonna be enough though. Okay, Iceberg on the side gets brought down, so Doi is still fighting against something. Sunders his teammate to stay alive. Sympho trades so fast, the rest of the trying to get the hell out. So DK Phobos, and he'll find Alpha Ninja, nuke him down as in the front lines. So two offlaners make a death pact. So Doi, last man standing here all of a sudden for Team Effect. He's pretty damn scary in FNG. Almost being bashed down by his own illusion, but the rest of his team gets him enough control. They can heal up on the back of the urn, come back to help out with the actual kill on the one position from Team Effect, and this is how Team Spirit won the team fight. I mean, Sniper might have the better range. Oh, BZ gets a stun off, and now a couple of extra TPs come through, but Hurricane Pike ready. Stampede to try and catch up against Doi. Well, can you get the Sunder off? That's the question. Can they control him enough? Yes, they can.
That was so
The
close.
extra nuke, pretty damn strong. And meanwhile, mid can't Effect get anything else off of this. Nah. Assassin has another blink, but they're scattered well enough.
They might find the Rubik here, but that's a pretty small kill, and it could result in his life.
Yep. Sunsword comes through, Spike Carapace at the right time, but now blinks right into the loving arms of Phobos.
Poor guy.
Does have another stun and a Carapace available, and Decompose actually, yeah. Still in the fight, still getting out. Shasha now with a blink on two. Alpha Ninja in the side. Doesn't have too many spells to work with her, unfortunately. And now Decompose with a BKB doesn't recap out that anyway. Assassinated and shrapnels from the side. Iceberg just plinking away at the rest of them. Crimson Guard is good, but not good enough. His effects scatter through all the winds. Only lose the Invoker, but that's a very important kill. Never mind, maybe they also lose our Zeke. Assassination, forced up into the shrine, not enough to save him. That was a bold attempt.
I mean, they can though, like, they're not scared. That's for luxury. They've always got the Stampede, is their idea.
Now silence up on the next assassin. This time he should end up falling here. They did get the call on the sniper in front line, so Shachlo looking for the dunk, doesn't quite get it. Aegis will still fall to the deafening blast, but Shachlo with his own life for it might have to buy back here if this fight continues, and it does right now.
Lips, but you don't read a totem. You just kind of practice it and figure out what it does. That's how Dota players go about these things.
Oh look, that assassination. Finishing him off.
Is it?
Oh, Roger.
They're definitely doing a good job of, like, at least keeping the income more 50-50. Like, Team Spirit don't have as much control of the map as they used to. Mostly because this hero is, like, making so much space. Just, that's so much easier.
Just flick right now, yeah.
Yeah, it's so important when you're playing to spam well played, well played, well played, well played, well played. I mean, who needs anything else?
Are you one of those guys that... Oh god, I actually hold that thought. BZZ with a nice little double stun here. They will finish off the Shadow Demon first, leave Sadoi for later.
No. The shrines are so much more accessible, and they give you like much easier Roche control as well.
Okay, Shash will follow up. They look for Iceberg here, and not quite enough to bring him down. And now BZZ, Acid Anchor in the front line, is just keeping the rest of Effect from finishing the job. Instead, to find Shachel and Roger, Yol will take a spill, but they're gonna be happy with that.
Or spirits from Invoker. Or if their base is getting pushed in while Terrorblade's like, you know what, dude? I want this shrine.
Oh, mistakes were made. TP's coming through. He's pretty damn tanky, but there's a lot of heroes around him. No Sun as he's silenced, and the help TPing in. Well, just keeps him company and death, I suppose. And
to find someone, then it's even better. And that's a pretty good kill to find.
There's no Ogre here, and it's an Aegis and Iceberg still, but you don't have the full lineup to try and help them, but you're gonna go for it anyway. BZZ with a nice little double stomp, and they do find Shacho, defensive disruption, and Roger keeps him alive temporarily. Iceberg gets the assassination attempt though through. Phobos dies for the first time in this game, it feels like. After getting a beyond godlike streak, BZZ with another stun, and that should be enough for Sadoi. And it is at 4-star, not saving him, and the stun could also not come out. The winner making it work extremely well.
Yeah, it's such a nice idea, but
okay, they're not done yet. They want full 5. They will probably going to get it here, unless they mess up.
They're getting it punished.
They did, yeah. Force off buybacks, but losing 2 of your own heroes for that, not worth.
No. Definitely no bueno for that play.
Look at this, that's like 100,000 golds from Yol and BZZ in the fight region.
Yeah, and now they get the Aegis, and Shadow Demons come to say hello. He's gonna... Yeah.
What is Iceberg here?
Because he was trying to hit the racks while his team was diving up here. And they might even smoke under this one once they push out this wave. Looks like that's what they're going for. Oh, whoops. They even pinged the ward. I think he misflicked the smoke.
They also found Broodmother on your side. He missed the dunk, but Phobos will still take out to the demonic purge. Also get Ogre that's another gem actually. If they manage to finish him off, he's quite tanky, but plenty of control, no help coming. Oh man.
That is a throw and a half. It's caster build as well. The int might be relevant.
Just plain in sniper and constantly spam assassinate.
Yeah, no, you do it with Ags and Rapiers.
Yeah.
But
absolutely.
the int allows you to cast more.
Alright, the fight breaks out, so let's talk about that. Zeke will die to a couple of right clicks. Meanwhile, in the back, Roger is being tracked down by Phobos and Yol. So it looks like Spirit won on two fronts back. But at the end of the day, they're still in a strong defensive position. They have a DD rune on Terrorblade, so definitely don't want to go into that. Okay. Sniper caught by the call. Shotflow doing some decent amount of damage here with the Blade Mail, but Sador ends up falling. He will have to buy back. Roger on the front, just trying to create some chaos, but Spirit will have none of it. Nice little EMP though, just kind of crippling their ability to fight a little bit until the mana boots come out immediately.
Yeah, I think this is how you play Brood now. I mean, I think the Solar Crest was a snap buy to...
Roger, he finds them, silence up and forward. Shotshot comes in with a double call, but Stampede helping out, dodging so much of the damage. And now it's Team Effect to have to put their tail on the legs and run the hell away.
That's a gem, but at least he has buyback. Shows itself, you can't give them the clue that, oh, okay, he bought back. He's obviously looking
through.
to jump.
Roger finds Yol in the back, or who finds who? Yol is another gem carrier. So Roger will be another casualty. It's as easy as that. It was way too far away from the rest of the team, even if they wanted to engage outside. Sure, with the double storm, he's creating space. Sador with a BKB in the front lines, that's what's chasing them away, and they might give up BZZ. He's eating the cheese just to buy more time for the rest of his team to come back in as Sador falls back.
He went way too deep.
Yeah, that's the multicast and Invoker, but Iceberg actually needs to be in position to right-click things, but they're right-clicking in, that's not exactly where you are, and the call will miss, but he's not fast enough to run away, so it just gets dunked instead.
Time to go down mid and force buybacks, boys.
Ugh.
That was way too much from the center.
Yeah.
I think he just needed to sit like here, Shivas, hit the tower, chill.
Yeah, I mean, he can be the one to give the vision for the sniper to do damage, just extra damage off zone, or with, yeah, okay, more kills, whatever.